Welcome, my Cancers, to your December monthly zodiac sign reading. I'm Christine. If this is your first time to my channel, great to have you here. And if you are returning, welcome back. I'm really grateful to have you all here for your support and for stopping by. I'm just shuffling while I'm talking. A few reminders as well. Tap into whatever placement you feel intuitively called to, whether that's your sun, moon, rising, Mercury, Venus, Mars, North Node, or any other placement. If you hear any jingles or licking or water, those are my wiener dogs. Let's see what's in store for you for December. We're going to start with the tarot first and then get into some oracle. What messages does the universe have for my Cancers, please, for December? Also note that my readings are timeless. I only note the month that I put them out. But whenever you find these messages, know that there is something for you. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have Hermit, Virgo energy. I'm immediately sensing about tapping into your intuition. We got the Knight of Cups. It's water energy. The Moon. Pisces, Cancer. Page of Pentacles. Queen of Swords. Six of Swords. The Strength card, Leo energy. And Nine of Swords. Got quite a bit of air in here. Some of you may have Gemini, Aquarius, Libra placements, heavy placements. We also have Virgo at the bottom of the chart. Okay. Right away, I'm getting something here about taking care of yourselves, nurturing yourselves. With the Knight of Cups and the Moon, especially with Pisces and Cancerian energy here, I feel like many of you may be called to retreat back inwards. It doesn't mean that you won't be having a social life or going out, but you may feel a call to amp up your self-care, your self-nourishment, your self-love routines. And that's going to look very different for everyone. But again, it could mean focusing more time and energy into doing things that make you happy, that bring you peace, joy, love, whatever it is that you are trying to seek or to feel. That's the better word. Some of you are being called to increase your self-love quotient. In other words, take a little bit back. Take a step back. You guys were in pre-shadow of Mercury retrograde, and so some of the things I'm saying, I'm like, wait, that doesn't sound right. Take a step back from pouring into others, from giving, from trying to do, and turn that around on you. Because I get immediately, there's some type of balancing that is needed in your energetic fields. You may be at a time experiencing a little bit of haziness, a little bit with this Neptunian influence. It may just seem like things aren't what they appear to be. And so there may be a little bit of cloudiness, confusion, uncertainty. And again, there's a need to take some energetic steps back and take care of you at this time. Some of you, I'm getting something about sleep. Some of you may have been struggling with sleep, or your routine may have been a little bit inconsistent, may not have allowed you to receive, full rest and feeling like you're ready to take on the day. I also feel like self-care is needed. We have here too with the Hermit, there's a need for really saving your energy, guarding it, protecting it, making sure that you're using your time, your energy on things that are of value for you, that are part of your goals, your systems, your priorities, because otherwise you may feel a little bit drained around this time of year if you're giving. There's a sense here of like a replenishment though, because you see at the bottom, there's an empty cup and a letter. So some of you may be called to really get more back in touch with your emotions, with your feelings, slowing down a bit to kind of check in and to ask yourself, how am I feeling this month? How am I feeling this week? Where am I going? Where do I want to go? Where am I headed? There's a strong focus here on tapping back into yourself, into your intuition. And that can mean, again, self-care practice and rituals, but also mindfulness-based practices, meditation, anything that will allow you to get into a joyful state, into a flow, something where you lose time. Some of you may be called to engage in water. Water is very rejuvenating, cleansing. It also allows you to tap into that emotive side, that sensual side, but also your intuition. Again, there's something about rest here and your intuition for December. A lot of white. You see the white horse and then the white wolf. Some of you are experiencing a spiritual ascension, a spiritual upgrade right now. Things may be falling away from you. Things may, again, it may seem like things, and I want to caution everyone with my verb tense because I tend to talk in the past tense, but we're all in different timelines, so this could be happening. This could have happened for a few already, and this may be happening right now and could be happening for others. But I feel like this isn't something that lasts 24 hours. This is ongoing, and I feel like many of you are experiencing an elevation in your spiritual journey, a growth, like a deep growth, where things are just, it's almost like you're peeling back like an orange, like one of those thick layered fruits, and you're getting rid of a lot. It could be tangible, physical, material things like decluttering, removing people from your life, or literal mindset shifts in the way that you think about where you want to go in life, what you want to do, what you believe in. I feel like many of you are maybe, again, toggling. I'm getting a lot of disequilibrium, imbalance. So there's a need to ground yourself. With the Page of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, again, there's an element here of grounding. We have beautiful earth energy here with air, Libra, but also Aquarius, Gemini. To me, this is speaking of setting your foundation, and that comes with setting boundaries. A lot of discernment is needed here, especially with the wolves. Using your instincts, your intuition to guide you. There's something about not looking outside of yourself. Be careful of things that are happening. Be careful of looking outside of yourself and of things happening outside of yourself that you are trying to gain answers to or for, because it's all coming within. Some of you may be in deep thinking mode, logic. Perhaps that's why we have Virgo at the bottom. The Hermit energy. Hermit could also mean a time of wanting to be alone. It's not, sorry guys, it's not even about retreating for introspection. Some of you may just feel like, I need to be alone, I need to just declutter, I need to lighten up. There's like a strong sense, because not everyone experiences this, but for those that I'm tapping into, this may be something you're going through right now, especially with all the spiritual elevation, ascension connotations here and energies that I'm getting. Some of you may be feeling a strong need to just undo, unravel, get rid of things around you, simplify, clean, minimalize. And so with the Queen of Swords, this is about really being discerning with where your time and energy goes, who is around you, because your values, I feel, there's a new set that is being rebirthed at this time. That's why I'm sensing a lot of Neptunian influence, a lot of cloudiness, almost like you're in a dream, like a Peter Pan-ish type of energy. And it's because you're still riding this ascension wave, and things could seem uncertain a lot of the times. So many of you may be wanting to go back into your sanctuary and focus on building that up and getting your foundation in order, because it speaks to not just your values, but your foundations, because I feel like this is going to allow you to manifest as we get into the Capricorn season and shift. It's going to allow you to manifest, put your goals into motion, and really clarify what it is you want when that clarity comes. You have Six of Swords, Strength card. So we got air and Leo energy. Again, a lot of focus on anything that is no longer aligned to you energetically, even emotionally, anything that no longer resonates with you. I feel like there's a complete rethinking here. A lot of thinking happening. Got a lot of swords. You got the moon as well. Some things may not be clear. Like I said, things may be hidden right now, but it's all inside of you. That's the thing. It's all inside of you. And so I feel like in December, there may be moments, or you may be experiencing this right now, where you're really thinking deep about what makes you happy. what you truly want in your life. It's like a reassessment. And again, it's commonplace. Before we get to a new calendar year, many folks start doing like a reflection, reassessment of that current year, wrapping it up, and then reflecting and making plans for the upcoming year. But I feel like many of you are moving away from things that just are not resonating. People, I'm getting a lot of relationship here. People, situations. It's almost like again, I'm getting fruit. You're peeling that thick layer. It's like a new you. You're letting go. A lot of you are experiencing at this time a spiritual growth, spiritual ascensions. You may be seeing a lot of synchronicities. You may be seeing a lot of birds, ravens, crows, hearts. Some of you may be seeing things associated with your zodiac sign. Never say that. Some of you are seeing animals, horses, wolves, and birds. Those are messengers as well. There's a lot of red here and love. So this to me is really focused. You see all the red? The red is about the root chakra. It could also signify Mars energy, passion. But I strongly get root chakra. A lot of you are working on your foundation and you're cleaning it up. It's basically setting the tone for where you want to go in the upcoming year. Some of you are wanting to rebalance things. And I'm sensing, again, this is about making sure your primary foundation, think of a house, like the floor, the leveling is solid. No cracks, no toxicity, nothing negative. You're like, I want a solid ground. In the same vein, I'm getting that for your foundation. Many of you are thinking about what you want, working on feeling safe, secure, protected, loved. So there's a strong emphasis in December with that. And we have this. This was the final card. I accidentally brought it up with the Six of Swords. These two were together. So again, we have sixes here and then we have an infinity. Both signify balance. So when you remove things from your life or allow things to go, right? To surrender, you allow the space for the universe to bring in new opportunities, people, places, things, experiences. So this is like a yin and a yang energy here. Because Six of Swords is very much about moving away and leaving. And the Strength card and Leo energy, I strongly get. This may be something that some of you have been working through for a while, and something in December where you will just finally face or confront any of those fears, it could be grief or a set of emotions where you let go and you surrender. We have the Nine of Swords. So again, I feel like I heard calamity, any sort of anxiety, sadness, disappointments, things that just didn't go in the way that you wanted to, that you didn't expect. That's coming to an end in December. A lot of messages. You see that you got another set of white bird here with a lot of black birds. You're getting a shitload of spiritual messages and guidance right now. Some of you may feel called to do a little bit more meditation, take some time for silence or intentional, meaningful self-introspection. That can mean journaling, automatic writing, dream journeying, shamanic journeying. It's like focusing on you and just getting quiet. That can mean literally where you sit there where it's quiet, but just allowing the chaos around you to leave. It's interesting because I get a lot of serious, stern energy, but also an energy of it's time. Some of you have reached this point in your life where you're recognizing, I need to actually get off this boat. I'm ready to shift my energy. I'm ready to shift things. I'm ready to move, to take action towards things that I want and away from things that I don't. It's like an inner knowing, and that could be this silent but significant, massive strength that many of you are calling in and embodying as well. Okay, let's see what else the universe wants you to know for December. Some of you definitely work with birds. You may be getting messages in your dreams or seeing a lot of birds. There's a spiritual renewal happening for you. Okay, let's see What other messages the universe wants my Cancers to know, please, for December? Ooh, I had a bunch of messages just slide off. Okay, thank you. Got 2 cards from the Sacred Travelers deck. We got reaching your destination. Your light is shining brightly. I always think of like Cinderella or some type of Disney movie. And to me, this also speaks of manifestation. I feel like when you start to put your discernment into practice and you get very clear about what you no longer want to bring with you, but what you do want as well, you're shifting that energy, right? Because the more you remove things from your life and you allow things to, it's not just about you taking this definitive action or making that decision and removing it or telling people I'm done. It's also too when you start getting signs, when you start getting signs with certain people, you'll start feeling it with different energies, different situations, jobs, circumstances. You're like, you know what? This no longer feels right. It no longer feels good. Something is off about it. I'm not saying, you know, cut the cord and be done. Sometimes you just know when it's time to walk away, when it's time to end things, when it's time to finish something, complete a cycle and start anew. And it's that shift in energy that I'm feeling. It's going to allow you to dream big, to dig deep. Again, you're being asked to really think about what it is that you want in terms of your own joy, your own happiness, your own heart. Tapping into what is going to light you up. This is about dreaming big, taking that Jupiter energy. I'm trying to think of Jupiterian. I don't think that's a word. Take that Jupiter energy and be expansive. Allow your mind to reach to the stars literally and to ask yourself, what do I want to call in, manifest? What would I like to set an intention for in 2023? Especially as you wrap up this month. Again, we got butterflies here. Some of you are seeing butterflies. They signify transformation, especially within. Some of you may feel like you're about to be rebirthed, like coming out of a cocoon. A lot of cocoon, hermit, introspective type energy. Some of you may be feeling called, especially during Capricorn season, to go within. We have great adventure. Take a risk, venture forward. This almost reminds me of this energy because these are new beginnings too, but also delineating, because the Queen of Swords is someone who cuts out anything that is done in her life, regardless of gender or sex. It's someone who's like, okay, I'm done, I'm moving forward. And there's a sense of and these cups are empty too. There's a sense of moving forward. It's interesting, you know, the details you notice. The cups in both of these cards are empty. And I feel this is a message for you. It's time for you to fill that cup for you, to take charge, to take this energy forward. Some of you may be a little bit afraid of going outside of your comfort zone, but there's something waiting for you outside of it that is going to bring a lot of fulfillment. Some of you may be thinking about traveling. It's interesting, I'm getting a push-pull energy here. Some of you know that it's time to end something or something with someone. Something in your life has to end, and there's a knowing that this is the only way forward. Because there's a lot of energy here about leaving things behind with the 9 of Swords, 6 of Swords. There's a lot of energy here of leaving things because there was an imbalance in your life. Things may not have been, again, you may have dealt with one-sided situations or situations where you put in a lot of energy or effort. Could be in the workplace. I'm getting a lot of relationship issues, or I said relationship issues. I'm getting relationship energy. But I feel like now is your time. So that's where the energy of Leo could come in, Strength card. It's almost about, it's putting you first. It could be difficult. I'll say Cancerian energy can at times, to me, be very reminiscent of 7th house or Libra energy, because you do so much for others and you take care of people and you enjoy doing it, but sometimes it happens to your own detriment. So there's a need to focus on almost a 1st house Aries energy and be like, it's time for me. It's time to do what I am here to do, what I want to do, and to move forward and to take that energy. Because if you give that energy away, in other words, if your cups are empty, you're not going to have anything left for you, and you need that nourishment. Okay, let's continue on and see what else you need to know. Some of you, your light, your energy have been dimmed. You may have felt heavy because of what the circumstances around you or some people around you. What else do my Cancers need to know, please? We have expect miracles. If you have been facing particularly challenging times, problems, or difficulty letting go or surrendering or moving on from something, you can turn that around, because sometimes it's hard when we repeat, this is really hard, it's difficult, I don't know why I can't do this. And sometimes we negate what it is that we want to complete, right? We can change that simply with a small switch, right? A little switch by saying, you know, wouldn't it be miraculous if things, and then fill in the blank, or I am expecting a beautiful miracle today, or I'm grateful for this miracle in my, and then whatever area, in my relationships, in my career, in my home. I'm getting so much like fairy tale energy, and I know I'm not inviting in or trying to denote that this is about staying positive all the time, because I firmly believe it's important to process your emotions and to really feel it, even if they're emotions like anger, sadness, grief. But I get a lot of fairy tale energy here at the other end of this. Once this door closes, I feel like things are going to shift. And it's about you making sure that the next steps you want to take, that they're truly yours and no one else's. And they may require going a little bit outside of your comfort zone. Again, this could be taking a risk forward, traveling or doing things in a different way to get something different. But I feel like there's a lot of, I keep getting fairy tale energy, a lot of things that are in the pipeline. They're waiting for you. But there's a shift in your energy that has to happen. Because if we stay in the same energy and we do the same thing, things are not going to change. Okay. We are almost done. What other messages, please, for my Cancers? What else should they know for December? This is like a cleanup. I'm getting a cleanup. Oop, we didn't have any cards turn over. Some of your lives right now may be feeling a little bit off kilter because there's some areas you may need to clean up or get back into balance. Got a lot of energies here about balancing, and that starts with your root chakra, your sense of security. So this could relate to jobs, money, your own personal sense of safety, emotional security. Okay. If a card doesn't come out, we're going to get the last one. As I say that, a card came out. Look what we have, change. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. At the bottom, we have happiness. Look at this. My Cancers, I'm so sorry for the interruption. As I was mentioning, this is what you got, your last card. There's something about change here. Again, I feel like it's about your energy though. Some of you are going to be shifting, especially in your career, your finances, your relationships. There's going to be a shift, an ending in order for a new beginning to happen. And I feel like that, again, that culmination, that ending, that wrap up, it's going to shift your energy into a completely transformative way that is going to allow you to start connecting back into yourself. Because again, we got a lot of focus here on rebuilding your own personal foundation. That's going to allow you to call in what it is you want. But that's also going to mean doing things a little bit different to call in what it is that you do want. This is exciting. I feel like this is a cleanup. It's almost like finalizing everything before you start something new. And some of you may have been feeling this internally. You maybe have been feeling this shift of like, it's time. And you may be feeling propelled to change, to go in a different direction than you anticipated. Let's get final cards, please, from the Starseeds for my Cancerians. Thank you. These are so little. Sometimes they're difficult to challenge. You guys, I'm like talking nonsense. Forgive me. I'm blaming the shadow period of Mercury retrograde. We got inner worlds. Your external world is a reflection of your inner world. That's why there's a strong focus here on retracting your energy. Some of you may have been affected by other folks. It may have completely changed your own vibration. There's a sense here of cleaning up, pulling back, taking some time for yourself to assess, pouring that love into yourself and finding your own inner sense of security and safety. Finally, we got abundance. When your heart's intention is to serve humanity, doors of abundance naturally open. Some of you are preparing to step into new roles, new directions. I can feel it. It's like a change coming in your own soul journey. My Cancerians, I hope this reading has helped. If it has, comment down below. Let me know what you thought. Let me know if you're experiencing this or what's happening in your world. I would love to hear it. I always respond to everyone. Also, too, if this has helped in any way, provided you any golden nuggets or any sort of clarity or support, please give this video a like, a thumbs up, share it if you feel called so that others may see this, and subscribe if you feel called and you would like to see more content like this and many others on various topics dealing with spirituality, wellness, and healing. Otherwise, I'm wishing you a beautiful December, and I will see you soon. Take care.